The Federal Reserve says real-time payment system could begin as early as May of 2023. The FedNow system is supposed to be a cheaper option than wire transfers and debit card transaction fees. A Federal Reserve official said the agency's new real-time payment system, FedNow, is slated to launch as early as May 2023. FedNow has been in development for around a decade and is supposed to allow banks to send payments to each other in real time, thus allowing bank customers to send real-time payments to each other as well. The system will operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and is expected to be less expensive than wire transfer or debit card transaction fees. But while FedNow has been in development, other banks and cryptocurrency industry have been looking for alternatives for real-time payments. The banking industry owns ZIL, a service payment that allows people to send real-time payments, and other applicants allowing real-time payments are basically like Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal are widely used by individuals. Fed Vice Chair Lael Brainerd said Monday to a FedNow early adopter workshop in Rosemont, Illinois, that she predicts the system to go live between May and July of 2023. This is very quick because what FedNow will eventually probably turn into is powering, of course, the central bank digital currency in the United States. So pay attention to this. This is happening very, very quickly compared to what I would initially have anticipated. And that doesn't mean that we're obviously looking at the digital dollar yet. This is a payment system, but this would be in line with that in general, right? Having the capacity to manage money in real time could help households avoid costly late payment fees or free up working capital for small businesses to finance growth, Brainerd said. Indeed, during the pandemic, we witnessed how essential rapid access to funds can be, as many households started spending emergency relief payments on the day they were received. And what is that, right? Like, this is a very important statement too to pay attention to, because what they're saying is essentially like, we need to have this fast payment system so that we can send relief payments to people in the case that we go through something like a pandemic or we decide to shut down and lock down the economy. And this does put, once again, it kind of puts that control back into the hands of the federal government, whereas they will be basically handling all of the payment systems, etc. And that can be a slippery slope. We'll have to see where this goes. I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions on FedNow. Does that have the potential to turn into a central bank digital currency? And are you okay with that, or are you a little apprehensive as far as that goes? What would you think about the doing away with cash system? Over $1.2 billion stolen from Ethereum-dominated cryptos in Q1 of this year, says the FBI. The U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation says that one popular niche of the cryptocurrency ecosystem has become a prime target for cyber criminals. In a new press release, the agency reports that users of decentralized finance suffered over $1 billion in losses during the first quarter of the year due to malicious online actors. Between January and March of 2022, cybercriminals stole $1.3 billion in cryptocurrencies, almost 90% of which was stolen from DeFi platforms, according to the U.S. blockchain analysis firm Chainalysis. The announcement said that tech-savvy criminals are taking advantage of vulnerabilities within the structure of DeFi platforms to fleece unwitting crypto traders. Obviously, we've been seeing this problem quite a bit. The FBI reveals several methods which the cyber criminals employed, initiating a flash loan that triggered an exploit in the DeFi platform's smart contracts, causing investors and project developers to lose approximately $3 million in cryptocurrency as a result of the theft. Now, obviously, that is also related to the MEV problem we were just talking about too. Exploiting a signature verification vulnerability in DeFi platforms, Token Bridge, and withdrawing of or all of the platform's investments, resulting in approximately $320 million in losses. And manipulating cryptocurrency price pairs by exploiting a series of vulnerabilities, including DeFi platforms' use of single price Oracle, and then conducting leverage trades that bypass slippage checks and benefited from price calculation errors to steal approximately $35 billion in cryptocurrencies. The agency goes on to make several recommendations about how DeFi users can avoid getting scammed, including researching whether a platform has conducted a code audit, skepticism towards investment pools, which set brief funding windows, and wariness towards platforms which rely on open source code contributions. The report also encourages DeFi platforms to enhance security measures and develop vigilant threat response plans. At the time of writing, DeFi subsector has a total value locked of nearly $60 billion, and over 57% of the capital, $34.22 billion, reside on Ethereum alone. And this is kind of one of those things that we have to keep pointing out too. The elephant in the room is that of all the DeFi projects, over half of them are on Ethereum. And this does mean from the mining perspective that if half of the DeFi projects, which is kind of like one of, if not the largest thing going on in crypto right now, second to maybe NFTs potentially, right? Which Ethereum has most of the NFTs as well. The impact of revenue generated from mining will be significantly impacted once we go through the merge. This is just something that is inevitable at the end of the day. And if you wanted to say that I hope that Ethereum takes a dump when it goes through the merge because you have some sort of personal vendetta because they are moving off of proof of work, you have to keep in mind that that's going to affect the entire market, right? Because this is billions upon billions of dollars with over 57% of DeFi being powered by Ethereum, that if Ethereum takes an absolute the entire crypto market takes an absolute. And that is just frankly how it goes. So I wouldn't wish harm on Ethereum at this point, but I would be very cautious surrounding them, especially like for all the reasons that we talk about, including not only MEV at this point and censorship issues, as well as the amount of nodes that are run on AWS, but just the fact that you can't even withdraw the staked Ethereum post-merge. There are a lot of things that spell out bad news for Ethereum right now, and unfortunately that means spelling out bad news for the entire cryptocurrency market as a whole, and that is how I see it. Yes, I get it. You can say I throw FUD around, you can say all of those things, but I'm being realistic and I'm being completely honest with you guys when we look at this completely objectively. And if you have a difference of opinion, I'd love to hear it, of course, in the comment section. Thanks for checking out this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. You can check out the full episode here or more crypto content down here. Also, I'd like you to check out my locals page at sonofatech.locals.com, where you can become a member for free or choose to be a $5 a month supporter that unlocks additional content.